it's whatever. But at the same time, when I watched that game, the I-35 showdown, that game was freaking electric. Now I'm not saying Texas State has the greatest freaking defense. We actually do not have a good defense at all, but we are better than New Mexico State. No offense, Luke. Um, but nonetheless, like Robert Henry Jr. was he kind of reminded me of like a mixture of Derrick Henry, but also like y'all said, like Alvin Kamara, just the way that he was just running all over this defense. The man seemed uncatchable at times because their quarterback couldn't put nothing together. Um, so yeah, like I could see him going a little higher. Maybe his school might hinder him, but you know the draft is always unpredictable. Teams might see something in him that other teams might not. And speaking of players that I'm very familiar with, Jack Endries. I know he's in. I see that he's in y'all's top four. If y'all know me by now, I'm hooking for life. I bleed burnt orange to dad. Dad, I shout out my pops. Anyway, Jack Endries. That man is an absolute beast when it comes to tight ends. I'm not saying he's Kenyon Sadiq beast, but man, when the moments count, when Arch couldn't get it to Parker Livingston or to Wingo or to any of our other top receivers, Jack Endries was always there, man. An absolute stud, and I think he's definitely going to be a sleeper in the draft. Boys, talk to me about these tight ends.
So Kenyon Sadiq, we'll kick it off with him. Dude is a very talented tight end. Would say the downside to him is he's on the smaller side of the tight end. Does stand at 6'3", but your tight ends are typically 6'5" around there, and maybe that won't matter so much depending on how what kind of role he'll play in on the team that grabs him.